You can smell the stevia in this. They can smell the stevia in this in Wuhan. Today we are doing a review that I have honestly been waiting specifically 4¼ years to film. And now I finally can. I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely skeptical. I'm extremely broke. Alright, this video is sponsored by myself. I spent maybe $300 or $350 ordering these protein powders. And I'm gonna try them all so that you don't have to. So thumbs up button right now, guys. So just for a little bit of a backstory before I start. I was gonna say slamming. Why am I going into this with the perception or expectation that I'm just going to hate all of them and talk smack? Maybe because that's like the funnest thing for me to do. The feedback I always get when I give non-vegans or just people that don't have plant-based proteins, they say it's grainy, they complain about the flavor, they complain about the texture, they complain about the fact that it's plant-based.
Never bring something like this to my family. Not even to the people I don't like.
Although I question, if they didn't know it was plant-based, would they complain? Do you know what I'm saying? There's those type that will just complain once they know it's plant-based. But if I was like, hey, I've got this new vanilla whey, people would love it. But then you're like, oh, it's vegan. And they're like,
I'm done with that.
So just for starters, yes, I was paid by Vivo Life in the past. But they could never pay me to say anything. It was part of my contract that I could say whatever I wanted. And I did. It is no joke that for the last 4 years, the only protein powder I've tasted is Vivo Life. And I feel like during those 4 years, the plant-based protein world has just gone crazy, right? There are so many new brands. Brands are getting better with their ingredients. But I also don't want people to buy plant-based products and then be like, what the fuck, Miles? This tastes like shit. So I'm gonna give an honest verdict on texture, taste, smell, price, quality of ingredients, of course, and also just anything else I feel like saying because now I can.
I don't give a shit.
So I originally started my YouTube channel and I was sponsored by My Protein, right? I was sponsored by this brand. And then Vivo Life came along and they were like, Miles is just the best thing in the whole world. So they got me out of my contract with My Protein and then I was with Vivo Life. Bulk wanted to work with me, but I couldn't because I was with Vivo Life. Garden of Life, which I bought after I remortgaged my house and my whole life because it's that expensive. I bought this one because apparently I'm literally there will just be a wall of protein powders in a minute and you won't even see me. The reason I bought this is because all of my US viewers, which is most of you, every time I say what is the best protein powder, everyone be all up in the comments from the USA saying Garden of Life, Garden of Life, Garden of Life, Garden of Life, you know? Don't forget some of these I have never ever tested before. Beginning of this year, I said I would never ever work with a brand ever again, but then I tried Form, I realized how amazing it was, and I reached out to them and I was like, I like your protein, what are you gonna do about it? I was expecting them to be like, oh yeah, let's collab, we love you, Miles. But do you know what? They sent me a form. They didn't even first name me. They have no idea who I am. I was expecting them to just like give me the royal treatment and they sent me a form. Form sent me a form to apply to see if I was good enough. My ego took a smack that day. And then, wait for it, because ladies and gentlemen, this is veg nutrition, which you can't get in the UK. But if the majority of your friends are from the States, it's not that hard to just be like, hey, can you send me a bag of veg nutrition because they think they're better than Vivo Life, Vivo Life think they're better than them. Just send me veg because it needs to be in the mix, do you know what I'm saying? Going into this, I think I'm not going to like many of them because, again, I have such a high reference point of knowing how good Vivo Life is. But we'll see. I've even got labels on them because I knew I would forget what was what. It smells amazing. It smells caramelly. It smells like toffee. So I went with the chocolate salted caramel. I feel like My Protein's kind of like a bootleg version of things that are better. All right, the ingredients for this one are, we have the vegan protein blend, which is pea protein isolate, fava bean protein isolate, fat reduced cocoa powder, flavoring, natural flavorings. Okay, so the first one wasn't natural. Sunflower oil creamer.
What kind of shit is that?
Silicon dioxide. Personally, I feel like when I hear silicon dioxide, I think of antioxidant, salt, thickener, xanthan gum, sweetener, sucralose. Cheers. Ooh, and kind of wanted to say bad things about this, but fuck me, that's really nice. This is coming through much more than I expected. This is absolutely, I don't know, and that's without, usually, you know, I blend my smoothies with a whole lot of shit. So the fact that this tastes that good on its own. By the way, I blended all of these with plain soy milk because I thought it's like the best, most blandest kind of vehicle for them to just like do their thing, you know? I love it. I love it. Texture, smooth. Grittiness, none. Chocolate flavor comes through. Salted caramel, not overpowering. You don't get that acrid aftertaste that you often do with the ones, to be honest, I even did with some of the Vivo Life ones, because even though I prefer healthier sweeteners like stevia, if you put too much, it will taste like shit, and everyone knows that. 500 grams, this was only £11.99. So this one is very cheap. And again, I think all of the ingredients are pretty good, apart from the sunflower oil creamer, which again, what in the actual... Do I think it's the healthiest? No. Is it one of the most delicious I've ever tasted? Yes, and I did not think or want to say that. But it's true. Bulk. I looked on the website, they did have some very impressive flavors. I was very impressed with their flavors. Just said the same thing twice. But just to emphasize, I'm quite impressed with their flavors. They have a lot of good flavors. 24 grams of protein per serving, made with pea, soy, pumpkin, quinoa, and flax. I chose it because I thought white chocolate's my favorite thing in the world. I always used to tell Vivo Life, not ask, tell, that they needed a coconut flavor. And I also used to tell them that they needed a white chocolate flavor. And they didn't listen to me. And now Bulk have just bamboozled them and put 2 in 1. So I had to buy white chocolate coconut when I saw it. Pea protein isolate, soy protein isolate, pumpkin seed protein, quinoa flour, flaxseed protein, flavoring, sunflower lecithin. The sweetener they've used is actually stevia, so that's pretty impressive, as long as they haven't used too much. Enzyme complex, protease, cellulase, lactase, lipase, thickener. Sorry, when I saw lactase, I was like, what the fuck, is there milk in this? But then I got it. This one. So for 500 grams of this, $16.99. In the summer, it's only $8.99 because it's a sale. So I think that's very reasonable, and it has 14 servings. So cheers.
Oh boy.
First off, what the fuck is that? Never in my life have I understood why people would buy unflavored protein powders until I just tasted this. Now I get it. It smells like waffles. I don't know what it tastes like. It doesn't really taste of white chocolate. It doesn't really taste of coconut. It tastes like something in between. I don't know what you would call that. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. The thing is, it's not that bad, but I also really don't like it. I think both things can't really be true at once, but I genuinely hate it, but also might buy it again. The texture, I love. That's what I will say about this one. There's no sandiness, there's no chalkiness. It's very smooth, it's very creamy. It has a very bitter, acrid aftertaste that I am a bit offended by. I'm very confused. I'm going with 5. 4.5. I'm not buying that shit again though. These are the two that I have been waiting to put side by side forever. Vivo Life versus Veg. Basically what happened was, it's just funny because I know a lot of, I was on the team with all of the people with Vivo Life, and then now I'm friends with most of the people that are with Veg, but I can't work with them because they don't send it to the UK. And also I think Nimai doesn't like me and he thinks I'm a bitch, which, to be honest, I don't blame him. You have this brand and we're like, yeah, well, we plant 4,000 trees for every bag that we sell. And then this brand is like, yeah, but we have...
I got Google reviews, I got Yelp reviews.
And then this brand is like, yeah, but we're third-party tested. Our formula's better and we have better flavors. Vivo Life were like...
I'm not self-proclaimed. I don't name myself.
Yeah, well, your discount codes don't even work. Bitch.
You know, haters gonna hate. That's what they do.
Well, to be honest, I was gonna say that was a true story. That was based on a true story. I may have added 1 or 2 lines, but I do need to cleanse the palate. I'm gonna try Veg first because, to be honest, it wasn't just me. It was me and Jill. I don't know why this is a reason I would try it first. I just want to try it first. I'm very excited about this. It's been a moment I've been waiting for. Well, to be honest, for the last 2 weeks, since I asked my friend to send it to me from Miami, because before that I never really thought about it. I just knew about it. I have now been told this is better. Yeah, the smell. It wasn't just me, it was me and Jill. We were literally, like, we opened the package and it was just, you can smell the stevia in this. They can smell the stevia in this in Wuhan. They can smell the stevia in China. There's no exaggeration in that. I didn't even have to ask the guy when he had sent it, because when it was like midway Atlantic, there was just this soul-encompassing cloud of stevia coming my way towards my front door. And then the ingredients are a lot more simple than Vivo Life. Veg organic protein, organic pea protein, organic pumpkin seed protein, organic sunflower seed protein, organic vanilla powder, natural flavors, organic banana, organic guar gum. What the fuck is guar gum? Guar gum. Sounds like something Jamaican. Is that racist? Do you know what at this point everything is? This, for 21 servings, it costs $40.
Any of them in a $40 line?
$40.
$49. To be precise, £39.51. So it's a little bit cheaper than Vivo Life. But I would still say it's the pricier end of things because it's a premium product. Cheers. Whoa. Just as I sipped that, it was 11:11. It is giving chic and classy and smooth. You can tell it's a really good quality product. However, at the same time, it's very, 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 very too much stevia on its own with milk. Like, if you blend it with a load of other things, I'm pretty sure this will be bomb. But on its own, would I drink it? No. For me to say that something is almost too sweet, I don't think I've ever said that before. It's never been uttered from my trap. The foam is nicer because the flavor's more toned down. At the same time, I want to give it massive credit because I love the ingredients. I love that they're simple. I love that they're all whole. I love that most of them are organic. On its own, it's just way too much stevia. Having said that, you know how sometimes you buy, well, not sometimes, 90% of the time, you buy a protein powder, it doesn't really taste like the flavor. Sometimes it just tastes sweet. This does actually taste like, it doesn't just taste like vanilla, it actually tastes like vanilla ice cream. I'm impressed and I'm underwhelmed at the same time, but I also feel like I'm not doing it justice by having it on its own. Do you know what I'm saying? But having said that, if you are doing it for the sake of, I mean, I know not everyone has protein powders for the sake of like building muscle or lifting, but for the majority of people that do, if they want it as a quick pre or post workout snack, they are just gonna rub one off before working out. They are gonna wanna just shake one up with some plant milk or water, right? So solid 7.5. All right, on to my beloved Vivo Life, who I really actually enjoyed working with for the best part of 4 years. Had some incredible experiences with. I think this brand means a lot to me. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna slam it if it's like not as good as the other ones. The reason I loved working with them, it was their core values, it was the quality of the products. The most beautiful thing about being part of the Vivo Life team, and I'm sure that everyone else that was part of it, if they see this, they'll say the same, was that they brought together in the most magical sense, the most beautiful family of people. And we got to go to events together and travel together. We were all like family. And I think still to this day, even though most of us don't get to talk that much just because of life, we're all energetically and sometimes vocally by speaking to each other, supporting each other. I guess the people that they selected, it's very, very rare you're gonna get like, say 10 ambassadors or influencers that all click, that all love each other, that all feel like family together. That very, very, very rarely happens. And they managed to do that, so. And I know Salve, you're watching this. Salve is Mr. Vivo Life. When I told him I was making this video, and I said I'm gonna compare it side by side with all the other popular ones and give an honest, blunt ass review, he kindly sent me a big box of Vivo Life stuff for free. He was like, go for it, Miles, do your thing. Number one, I love that. And number two, it shows confidence. It shows confidence in the product. My favorite out of all of their products is the Vanilla Cinnamon Collagen, their new one, which is the best. Me and Jill both agree it's the best tasting thing of all time. You're probably thinking, Miles, that's supposed to be vanilla. Why in the world is that bright orangey, turmeric-y? That's the thing with Vivo Life. I've always said this. When you're drinking it, when you're eating it, when you're consuming it, when you're anywhere around it, don't wear white. They have the Perform range, and now they have the Perform Pro, which I don't know anything about. It is 25 grams of protein per serving. I mean, if I read the ingredients, I fear my camera will run out and all of you will just leave the video. If by the time I look up you're all gone, I don't blame you at all. Fermented yellow pea protein, cold pressed hemp protein, plant-based BCAA blend, natural flavoring, cognac. Isn't that alcohol? I don't drink, but glucomannan, pink Himalayan salt, reishi mushroom fruiting body extract, stevia extract, turmeric extract, enzyme blend, which is the enzyme from papaya, papain, ginger extract, peppermint leaf, black pepper extract, Madagascan vanilla powder. See, I burped from reading the ingredients. I didn't even have to taste it. I'm not gonna lie as well, as you guys all know, this one will cost you a kidney and a leg. For 26 servings, it is $47.99, so it's 48 pounds. That's roughly about $65, I think. I mean, right off the bat, it's giving, you can buy me a monthly prescription, but you can't send your kids to college. Cheers. Guys, I don't like it on its own. I've genuinely never had this on its own before. I've only ever had this blended with lots of other nice things. I don't like it on its own. I'm still saying it's the best product ever, and I love it the most when it's blended with other things. And also, don't get me wrong, the salted caramel, their salted caramel is just the best. If I was talking about it from a nutritional point of view, this one takes the trophy like hands down. Because I know how good this is, with other things, I can't rate it any less than an 8. But then to contradict myself, I also, having now tasted it on its own, want to give it a 7. I just did not expect the MyProtein to taste better in a taste test than a Vivo Life product, like ever in my lifetime. You know? Form is a protein that recently has just skyrocketed into the plant-based, the vegan, the protein world space out of nowhere. Like, I didn't see it coming, and then it just came, you know, it was just there. It won the award for best protein powder, at least best plant-based protein powder, in Men's Health. Not that that means much, right? Because, I don't know, I don't trust Men's Health. I mean, I haven't really read it since I was like 16. I feel like once you get better abs than the men on the cover, you're just like, fuck it. And I hate to be that bitch, but that was me. This is their chocolate peanut butter. No. This is their chocolate peanut. I just call it chocolate peanut butter because chocolate, I mean, it's the same thing really. This one, I didn't expect to be that great. Probably because I judged it on the bag, which is like really shitty design, to be quite honest. It's just a picture of a mountain. If you see me changing color, the sun is going in and out every 5 seconds. Like, this is literally being filmed in a row. It's just, the weather, look, it's getting lighter again right now. The weather's more manic than me today. Combined with curcumin. Oh, this one also has curcumin, glutamine, BCAA. Oh, okay. Oh. This one might be challenging Vivo for health. Organic pea protein isolate, reduced fat cocoa powder, natural flavoring, contains peanuts, brown rice protein powder, pumpkin seed protein, which is becoming extremely popular these days, sea salt, digestive enzymes, the sweetener is stevia, turmeric extract, black pepper extract. This one might actually be the most expensive because for just 13 servings, it's £26. Before this video, I wanted to say that this one was the best one in the world. Cheers. Oh my. Honestly, guys, this, I have to give it to them. This one is just absolutely sensational. Usually as well, I'll blend this shit with like bananas, dates, oat milk, which is like a lot more creamier and tasty. I'll add extra peanut butter. In my mind, it was kind of like, oh yeah, this is banging, because I know I also amplify the flavor. But nah, even on its own with plain soy milk to be that good, based on flavor alone, this one is by far the best in my opinion. I've also tried their tiramisu, which I love, just doesn't go with many things. But this chocolate peanut one, 10 out of 10. Onto Garden of Life. This is the organic plant-based protein one. I don't know why I ordered the sport one. I didn't mean to order the sport one. To be honest, I'm also lying because I didn't actually order this. Jill ordered it for me, my girlfriend, because she's just a legend and an angel. And I ordered the rest of them. And then again, Vivo Life were kind enough to send me theirs. And then she just went and ordered this for me. She's like that type of wifey material. Do you see what I'm talking about? There was other ones I would have chosen over this one, I'm not gonna lie. Because it does, for me, for some reason, it does, maybe it's the name, Garden of Life. It sounds a bit geriatric. Plus, I am that kind of bitch that would choose things based on the packaging. And to me, this just looks like a submarine. So I really would not have chosen this. Do you know how much I paid? Again, I didn't pay for this one. My girlfriend paid for this one. Right, so this is 800 grams, 21 servings, £55.
What the fuck did you just say?
£55. $54.99. Let's just round it up to 55, but $54.99. This one is actually the most expensive and it works out to be £2.60 per serving. That's fucking crazy. Organic pea protein product, organic apple, organic navy bean sprout, organic garbanzo bean sprout, organic lentil sprout, organic tart cherry, organic cranberry seed, sea salt, organic turmeric, bifidobacterium lactis, organic blueberry, organic goji, organic rice maltodextrin, sunflower lecithin, organic vanilla flavor, organic stevia extract. My girlfriend is the type that... I could have finished that sentence with so many things that were not related to this video, but I'm gonna stick to the video. So she's the type that doesn't like things too sweet, whereas for me, you know, it can never be too sweet. She already tasted this one and she said that it wasn't that sweet. So for it to not be that sweet for her when it's on its own means I already know this isn't sweet.
It tastes like a boiled potato.
It's giving someone in the factory that day was high as fuck and just absolutely slam dunked a whole kilo of stevia in this one bag. It's something I don't want to experience again. I feel stolen from and upset. This is by far the most gross of the lot. So blended with other things and as well as the fact that it is very nutritious, of course I will use this. Would not waste it or anything. Of course my girlfriend uses a lot of protein powder too, so she will. On its own, I give this 4. That's me being quite generous. So you might be wondering why I didn't include 2 of the most popular vegan or plant-based ones in this video. One of those being Sun Warrior and the other one being Huel, both of which I have an explanation for. So with the Sun Warrior, I've already tried it. That was the one I was buying when I was in Sweden. I tried their vanilla and I tried their chocolate. To me, they didn't taste of anything apart from sweetness. They were very sweet. They tasted of stevia, again, blended with other things. They were very delicious. Yeah, I definitely would not buy that again. It was just the one they had there. And Huel. So funnily enough, I have a bit of beef with them because I looked on their website ready to buy a bag for this review. They even had some nice flavors, right? Went to order. Please someone tell me why on their website you can only buy 2 bags. So each bag is cheap. Each bag is like, I think 20 something pounds. Although they also use sucralose in their products. I went to order one, couldn't do it. It said you needed to order 2 for free shipping. And I was like, okay, but then I don't want the free delivery. Can I just order it and I just pay for 1 bag? You couldn't even buy 1 bag. So based on that, I give Huel a 0 and a big fuck you. Because if you thought I was going to buy 2 bags for this review, fuck you. Anyways, guys, I love you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments and questions down below. Let me know what your favorite protein is. And I'll see you on the next video. Laters.